Hey y'all, before we jump into today's video, I wanted to share a forum with you may be interested in. I received an email from a young woman by the name of Nova. She is a Black woman, and she requested that I promote her forum. Now, it is a server that she has on Discord, and it is supposed to be a safe space for Black women only to connect for support, advice, mental health, fun discussions, amongst other things. So I did have a quick conversation with her just to vet it out a little bit, and I went through the verification process. Everything seemed to be fine. She immediately reached out to me when she saw that I had completed the verification process. I had asked her if she is divested. She said that she is divested. I had asked her if she encourages Black women to stay anonymous. She advised that she does not require Black women to identify themselves, not even through her verification process. So I'll read to you her greeting as to what you can expect should you decide to join this forum. And it says, "Hello, ladies. I've created a safe space for Black women to connect. This is a space where you can find fun discussions, support like-minded Black women, cash game prizes, cash birthday draws, and so much more. This is especially for us Black women who live in more white communities and want to find other Black women to connect with and even make a friend. We're very welcoming and friendly and can't wait to meet you, ages 19 and older." Now, she did mention that the server has just started. So far, they have 3 moderators in total. They're just looking to grow. So if this is something that is of interest to you, I will link this server for you in the description box. And I also would emphasize to remain anonymous, vet everything that you are participating in, and make sure that you stay safe, stay protected, and stay divested. Again, I will link that for you in the description if it's something that is of interest to you. All right, let's get into the video.
Say this and I gotta go. I love y'all. Keep supporting comedy. And I want to thank each and every one of you Black guys for dating these ugly ass white chicks and taking them off our hands. Real business. My name's Ray Lapowski. I'm out of here.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are doing good. Figured I'd jump on here real quick and address this Tommy Sotomayor situation that took place on the Fat and Frisk channel. Look, this is all I have to say about the matter because I feel, it's hard to feel any type of way about the situation because I don't understand why Black women continue to put themselves through these situations, going on these hyena platforms and still trying to seek the approval of a hyena when they have no leg to stand on as a collective. I just don't understand it. Black women are the most educated demographic in America. They are the most likely to start business, and this is happening as a collective, and yet we still have these constant clips going viral of hyenas disrespecting, degrading, or getting physical with Black women, and it just seems to not be enough for Black women to just wake up, smell the coffee, realize you're not any different. You're going to get the same treatment anytime you go on these platforms, and stop trying to seek the approval of these hyenas, especially when they don't have a leg to stand on. And putting yourself in these situations where you really could have your whole life flip upside down. I've talked about on this channel a few times about this spectrum of evil that exists in every hyena. everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people a lot of black people, particularly hyenas and particularly pygmies, like to say, oh, the not all situation. Like, confusing the whole not all notion that there are some good hyenas in this world, better known as unicorns, right? And in this space, we talk about there is no such thing as unicorns. And I love the counter argument that is used in the divestment circles that basically says, well, maybe your daddy wasn't terrible to you, but somewhere on this earth, there is a person, a particularly black woman, who thinks your daddy is dusty. So it's just like that whole argument is invalid, and it doesn't take away from the general population of hyenas and what they're doing. So let's get back to this spectrum of evil that I always talk about, right? That exists in hyenas. It doesn't matter if you if a hyena falls under the spectrum of a more minute level of evil, or if they fall on the more, extreme level of evil. Because any level of evil that exists in a hyena, if you interact and if you intertwine and exchange energies with this person, you potentially can have your life turned upside down. And what this Tommy Sotomayor fat and frisk situation with this yet another black woman who put herself in this situation, even though there's countless clips warning them to stay away and divest, proves just that. For those of y'all who do not know, essentially a black woman went on Fat and Frisk's channel, and she was having a discussion with Tommy Sotomayor, and she was talking to him about why she unfollowed him. She was very calm. She was very collected. And then she busted him out as to being thirsty. And what did he do? He went on the whole defense. He puffed up his chest. He started using colorist phrases and trying to make this black woman feel bad about herself because she didn't have a particularly good friend who decided to mingle with this man when clearly the original plan was for her to mingle with Tommy, and she turned him down. And then her friend ended up being the sloppy seconds of Toddy Sotomayor. Supposedly. I don't care enough. I don't know enough. I don't understand why black women continue to put themselves in this situation. Long story short, Tommy Sotomayor puffed up his chest. The situation escalated, and he was essentially trying to square up with this black woman. People had to intervene and stop him from doing so. Well, remember that level of evil that I advise exists in hyenas that will potentially turn your life upside down? I don't know what level that exists in Tommy Sotomayor because I just don't care enough. But whatever level it is, now this man is talking about suing this woman. Now this man is talking about pressing charges. So this black woman, because she couldn't just stay away from hyenas and put herself in this situation, is now potentially going to have her life turned upside down. She's going to have to pay attorneys. She's going to potentially have to pay this man, and she potentially is going to have to spend time in jail or maybe have a record because she just couldn't stay away from this hyena, and she allowed this hyena to get the best of her. And what normally happened. The hyena, they just know how to bring the worst out in you. And, we were able to see it all unfold, and it went viral. As if we don't have countless clips to learn from. So, like I said, this is just going to be a situation where people are just going to have to fall on their behind and learn the hard way. There are enough signs for you to use your common sense and for you to use your wisdom to just stay safe and stay away from these individuals. You're not going to be uplifted. You're not going to be celebrated. You're going to be traumatized at the end of it. At the end of the day, it seems like these Black women always end up traumatized at the end of all this from going on to these shows. And not only are they traumatized, they're now having to possibly catch a case and pay a bill, when you could just stay away and go where you're celebrated. Nothing's gonna change. Anytime you go on these types of platforms, especially when there's preferences on the panels, those preferences are going to be uplifted. You are going to be taken down a peg or two, and to be and made to feel crappy about yourself. And I just don't understand why this keeps happening. I really, really don't. But look, divestment is a lifestyle, and not all Black women are going to be able to come. Now, just getting back to this Tommy Sotomayor situation, Lexus Exodus had a very good video about how the energy between him and a Black woman, when it's a confrontational situation, is a lot different. It's more aggressive. It's more, I will walk you off the earth type lingo. But when a man walks through the door, it's a totally different vibe. And it's funny that she says that, because I actually learned of Tommy Sotomayor on Steven Crowder's show way back when Trump won. You know, I was sort of on my I can't stand liberals kick. I still am, but like I'm more unbothered by it now. I just tune it all out. But back then, like, they were getting on everybody's nerves to the point where Trump won. And Tommy Sotomayor, I guess, is a Trump supporter. So Steven Crowder invited him on the show. And prior to that, I had never heard of the man before. I didn't know of his problematic ways. And like the energy between him and Steven Crowder versus the energy between him and every Black woman that I've seen in the clips is night and day. But you can also vibe out the situation, and you can tell that in his demeanor and in the way that he is corresponding with the likes of people like Steven Crowder. He's trying to gain approval. He's trying to get on his knees for Zaddy, so to speak. And he has the same vibe and the same energy with Vlad. When you see these clips, you see the difference. And it just it's very interesting, and it just further proves the point that these hyenas are here to compete with you. They're here to go 50-50 with you, or they're here to rest in their femininity and be hypergamous and have a come up by way of your bag. Most educated demographic in America, and most likely to start business in America. I mean, this hyena admits to writing a book called F Them Kids. And I don't know if this is a joke or not. I don't care enough. But the context of him possibly writing this book is encouraging a hyena to abandon his kids. Oh, don't go fight for your kids. Don't go through the systems and fight to have and use your rights as a parent to be there for your child. F them kids and go make more. That's exactly why God gave us sperm. Like, that context. I don't understand what approval Black women want from the likes of hyenas like this. And all of them have this sort of vibe about them, where they have a bunch of baby mamas, or they're having children out of wedlock, or they're, they have a criminal record where they've have DV backgrounds. or they're not married. They have no business. They're over here on Zaddy's platforms, and that's how they make their bag, whether it's on Joe Biden's internet or on Zuckerberg's or Google's platforms. Like, if all those things went away, you'd be nothing, sir. But yet this hyena wants to try to throw his money in people's faces. No, Zaddy is taking good care of you. And we can tell by by judging by your demeanor when you're amongst them, that you're on your knees all the time for Zaddy. And you understand your place in this world. So I don't understand. For me, this is a non-issue because I can only have so much sympathy for people who put themselves in these situations. Your life, it's like entering at your own risk at the end of the day when you want to intertwine with these people. So it was disgusting, but it's like another day in the office when it comes to the manosphere and the hyenas in it. So anyways, what are y'all's thoughts? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I'll go ahead and link for y'all Lexus Exodus video so you can check that out if you want to get more background information as to what transpired. But yeah, that's all I got to say about the situation. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, part 2 of the How I Escaped Blackistan series will be out pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. All right. Love y'all. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next one. Bye.
What is up, black people? How y'all doing? I want to let all you black women know you need to get a white man in your life.